your body to the colors. Rock your body to the colors you see.
Hi guys. All right, today we are going to work on our color wheel out of Play-Doh. If you remember our icing experiment from last year, this is going to be pretty similar, except that we're going to use little balls of Play-Doh to create our primary, which we already have, our secondary and our tertiary colors. Once you have created your color wheel of Play-Doh, then the Play-Doh is yours to keep and you can make whatever you like out of it. The first thing we're gonna do, if you picked up Play-Doh from me, there will be one of these sheets in there, and you will also have a Ziploc bag from me. So I'm going to slide the paper back into the Ziploc bag. This Ziploc bag is going to serve as our placemat so that the Play-Doh doesn't stick to our paper. And then with each of your 3 colors, even though it doesn't seem like very much, we're gonna put this ball into 16 pieces. So to do that, first roll it into a ball, and then you are going to create a little Tootsie Roll size piece. Okay, regular size Tootsie Roll, not the big long ones, just this little size. Then you're going to tear it in half, and then tear each of those halves in half again. Okay, so that should give you 4 pieces. Once you have those 4, we're gonna tear each of those 4 pieces into 4 more pieces. So in half again, and then each of those halves in half. The total number that you're going to need for this are 16 pieces. If you do this and follow these halving it instructions, then you should come out with exactly 16 pieces, so you shouldn't have any extras. If you would like to roll those up into little pea-sized balls, you can, or you can just leave them as is. So you can see that I have 4 groups of 4, 16 pieces all together, and you're going to do that with each color. So you need 16 little pieces. Let me adjust this a little bit. 16 little pieces of each of your 3 primary colors. So with your yellow, you're gonna half it to get your 4 pieces, and then with each of those 4, you're gonna half it and half it again. If on some of your Play-Doh there are little bits of color just from them being in the bag together, you may want to kind of pick some of the colored part off of the Play-Doh. You can just kind of scratch it off with your fingernail a little bit if you want to. If not, then just try to be mindful that when you're picking out your pieces to mix, maybe when you're going to be mixing yellow and red anyway, you pick a little piece of yellow. You can't see it as much on the camera, but you pick a little piece of yellow that already has a slight bit of red on it. All right, so I've got my 16 yellow now. Then last, I'm gonna do my 16 blue. So again, roll it in a ball, turn it into a little Tootsie Roll, and then tear it in half, and half again to get your 4. And then each of those, you're gonna tear in half, and half again, to get 4 pieces out of each one of those. There's 4, there's 4. All right, so the next part, now that I've got 16 pieces of each of those colors, the next thing you're gonna do, and if you pick up the page from me, it is gonna look slightly different than our one we used today. I will print off the page that actually has the recipe that you're going to need on it. The one that I posted is helpful. Red violet's gonna have more red than blue. Blue violet's gonna have more blue than red. But when you're using all of your little pieces, each of these pieces on your board is going to end up with 4 different pieces of Play-Doh on it. So for your red and your yellow and your blue, you're gonna have 4 pieces of just the solid primary color. And then, just like we did half and half when we colored the color wheel, when you are going to do the 3 secondary colors, orange, green, and purple, you're going to have 2 of each color. So for orange, you're gonna have 2 red pieces and 2 yellow pieces. For green, you're going to have 2 yellow pieces and 2 blue pieces to try to make it even. For purple, you're going to have, or violet, I should say, you're going to have 2 red and 2 blue. Then when we move on to the tertiary colors, you're still going to be using 4 pieces of Play-Doh, but you're going to kind of skew the number of pieces depending on which color you're going with. So yellow-orange is going to have a lot of yellow and just a little bit of red. So I'm going to use 3 pieces of yellow and 1 piece of red. Same thing, yellow-green is going to have more yellow in it. So I'm going to do 3 pieces of yellow and 1 piece of blue this time. For red-orange, you're going to have 1 piece of yellow and it's got a stronger red hint. So we'll have 3 pieces of red. And for blue-green, we will have our 1 yellow that's left with 3 pieces of blue. Sorry, I'm going kind of out of order here. For blue-violet, it's primarily blue, so you're going to have 3 blue, and 1 red. And then your last one, for red-violet, you're going to use 1 blue and your 3 remaining red that are left. And what I do, once I have the recipe kind of put together, I kind of pinch them together just so they don't roll all over your paper, and you make sure that you're keeping them together. So you can kind of see all of the little pieces there and ready to go. I am going to show you how I mix one, and then I'm going to come back when I have the finished product ready. So obviously the red, yellow, blue, you're just going to roll those into a ball together. We're going to go with my favorite color, chartreuse. So I'm going to mix my 3 yellow and my 1 blue. And when you mix it, you can mix it in a ball, but then you're going to kind of peel it together and kind of pinch it so that all of the color of that Play-Doh blends together. If it still seems marbly, so marbly is when you can still see the separate colors. If it still is marbly, that means you're not quite done mixing yet, so keep going. When it's all mixed together, it should be a solid color. Let's see. Okay. So there's my solid chartreuse or yellow-green. The other thing I do as I finish each color is I'm going to kind of press my thumb down to kind of smash it onto my Ziploc bag a little bit, just so that it stays in place, so that when we're done, you can get your photo taken of it. All right, I'm going to go and mix the rest of these, and I'll be back in a minute to show you the finished product.
Rock your body to the colors you see. Shake your head to the color red. Twist your shoes to the color blue. Wiggle like Jello to the color yellow. Make your body lean to the color green. Rock your body to the colors. Rock your body to the colors you see. Touch your back to the color black. Jump up and down to the color brown. Stretch to the right to the color white. Turn in a circle to the color purple. Rock your body to the colors. Rock your body to the colors you see. Hands up and sway to the color gray. Use your brain and think to the color pink. Make the shape of an orange.
All right, so when you have all of your colors mixed and squished onto your Ziploc bag, you should end up with a Play-Doh color wheel that looks something like this. And yours may not be exact, and that's okay. Just kind of keep note of what maybe you would do differently the next time. All right, so here it is. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. As always, take a photo, call it Play-Doh color wheel, edit it, crop it, upload it onto your Schoology profile. Let me know if you have questions. See you guys.